Hey guys, it's KevyDog4, and I'm just going to give you a quick recap of all the games from the first round, game ones, from Saturday, April 16th, 2016, and Sunday, April 17th, 2016. So I'm just going to give you some overall highs among the league in these game ones. Paul George led in points with 33, and steals with 4 for Indiana. Jonas Valanciunas had 19 rebounds for Toronto. Jeff Teague had 12 assists for Atlanta. Myles Turner had 5 blocks for Indiana, and Steph Curry had 5 3-pointers for Golden State. So I'm just going to go through really quickly each of these games and some quick stats for each. The Pacers beat the Raptors in the first game on Saturday 190, and they were the only team to win on the road. They shot with 52.4% from the three-point range, with Toronto only shooting 21.1% from there. Toronto had 52 rebounds to Indiana's 38. Toronto had 19 turnovers to Indiana's 13. And Paul George was the scoring and assist leader with 33 points and 4 assists. Jonas Valanciunas had 19 rebounds. Myles Turner had 5 blocks. And Toronto took the season series 3-1 for just reference. And tomorrow is the next game in this series at 7 o'clock Eastern Time, played in Toronto. The Warriors beat the Rockets 104-78, and the Rockets didn't lead the entire game. Houston had 24 turnovers. Golden State had 15. Steph Curry had 24 points. Trevor Ariza had 4 steals for Houston. And Houston had 28 fouls to Golden State's 22. And Draymond Green and Stephen Curry had technical fouls, as well as Patrick Beverley. And Stephen Curry and Patrick Beverley, those occurred at the same time in a double technical foul. Golden State swept the season series, and the next game is tomorrow at 10:30 Eastern in Golden State. Closest game was the Atlanta versus Boston game, 102-101. Atlanta took this game. Boston had a higher three-point field goal percentage and free throw percentage, 31.4% from three-point range and 84.2% at free throw. And Atlanta had 18.5 from three-point and 77.1 from free throw. The paint points made the big difference for Atlanta here. 52 paint points to Boston's 36. Isaiah Thomas was the leading scorer in this game with 27 points. Al Horford had 12 rebounds, Jeff Teague 12 assists, and Avery Bradley was injured in the fourth quarter for Boston. The regular season series, Atlanta took 3-1, and the next game in the series is Tuesday, 7 o'clock Eastern Time in Atlanta. And to close out Saturday night, the Thunder beat the Mavericks 108-70. Oklahoma City had 56 rebounds compared to Dallas's 33. The Thunder at one point led by 44 points, with Russell Westbrook scoring 24 points and 11 assists. Enes Kanter had 13 rebounds. Serge Ibaka had 3 blocks, and the regular season series was swept by Oklahoma City. Game 2 is tomorrow night at 8 o'clock Eastern in Oklahoma City. And to start out Sunday's games, the Cavaliers won 106-101 over the Detroit Pistons. This was not the closest game one matchup. My notes are wrong. I will fix that. 3-point field goal percentage was on Detroit's side with 51.7% made to Cleveland's 34.3%. Detroit had 10 overs to Cleveland's 4, and that 4 turnovers was the lowest for the day. I'm going to scroll up to these games so you can see them. Let's see, where was I? 38 paint points for Cleveland and 24 for Detroit. And Kyrie Irving led in 31 points. Kevin Love had 13 rebounds. And LeBron James had 11 assists and 2 blocks for Cleveland. Detroit had the edge during the regular season 3-1. in games, and Game 2 is Wednesday at 8 o'clock Eastern in Cleveland. Now, the Big East blowout was 123 Heat, 91 Charlotte. So, Miami's field goal percentage was 57.6% to Charlotte's 43.1%. Miami edged out Charlotte in the paint, 56-36. Luol Deng was the leading scorer with 31 points for Miami. Hassan Whiteside had a big game with 11 rebounds, 2 steals, and 3 blocks, which were all game highs. Goran Dragic had 7 assists for Miami, and each team won 2 games in the regular season. Game 2's Wednesday at 7 in Miami. And then with the Western Conference, the Spurs won 106-74 over the Grizzlies with a huge percentage from the free throw line. 92.3% for San Antonio, Memphis 66.7%. Kawhi Leonard had a big game with 20 points, 4 steals, and 3 blocks. Tony Parker had 6 assists, and Tim Duncan had 11 rebounds. The Spurs swept the season series. Next game is on Tuesday at 9:30 Eastern in San Antonio. And now for the last game of the night, the Clippers won 115-95 over the Portland Trail Blazers, and this was the closest game in the Western Conference this weekend. LA had 53.8% field goal percentage to 39.8% for Portland. Chris Paul had 28 points and 11 assists. DeAndre Jordan had 12 rebounds and 4 blocks. And the Clippers won the season series 3-1. The next game is Wednesday, 10:30 Eastern Time in Los Angeles. So I will let you look at this real quick while I get my charger so I don't kill my computer. So there were a lot of blowouts today, especially in the Western Conference, and then there was the one in the East. Other than that, there were pretty close games. 10 points, 1 point, 5 points, and then there was just crazy stuff going on with the other games. But that's basically what happened, and I will post these in the description box so you can look at them if you want. Hopefully I'll be able to go into more detail into my next videos. I didn't have a lot of time to put this together, so make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I will hopefully get Game 2 up with more. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in my next video.